We will never surrender to terrorism. We will never surrender to this crime and inhuman murdering.
We actually got together here to show our solidarity and support to the people in Pakistan who have lost their loved ones, and also to show the world that we are all together, regardless of religion, regardless of our ethnicities or backgrounds, to condemn the terrorism what's happening in Pakistan and in all over the world.
I'm a father of a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and I cannot possibly imagine what those parents must be going through. 130 children going to school and then murdered in cold blood. It's absolutely devastating.
Today we are gathered here in Leicester to show Pakistan that we are standing shoulder to shoulder with them in this hard time, and our prayers, our thoughts are with the victims, families and the loved ones.
When I heard the news, I couldn't stop crying for 2 hours. I didn't really know at that time that these people had also died. But just looking at the news of Peshawar, that particular school, because where we come from not far away from there, and looking at the scenes of devastation, it was absolutely terrible.
You can't even say they're Muslims, they are not human beings as well. They have no religion at all. They are just terrorists. They are not believing who they are. They are kids, they are women, they are men, women, Muslims, Christians, Hindu, whatever. They are just believing that they have everything going to be dead and that's it.
Now, this photograph is taken obviously during school time and in the playground at the back. Now you can see Muhammad Yaseen here and 3 of his friends, class fellows. One was in the auditorium and the other was in a classroom. The elder one was in the auditorium and he was killed in the auditorium. He tried to make a run for it also, and then he was shot in the legs. Before that he was shot in his chest.
We were doing our classwork. We heard the voice of firing. We were all very scared. All our class students were running in the class and I was very scared. I was running too.
So मैं नीचे बाथरूम के लिए आया हुआ था 10:30 बजे का
I went downstairs to the toilet around 10:30. After 5 or 6 minutes, I heard firing. Then I came out and saw the terrorist in front of me. He opened fire on me, but thank God I was lucky and the bullet missed me.
ठीक है, मुझे वो फायर नहीं लगा और मैं नीचे लेट गया हूँ.
These are young kids. They must be having nightmares, and especially because a lot of these kids were their friends. And to see so much blood and so much violence and devastation at that young age, it must be absolutely terrible for them. It is very difficult for anybody to cope with a tragedy like this. The mother cannot speak. She does not want to speak to anybody. What happened actually is that the younger one, they heard the news about him. A hospital rang them to say that, you know, your son has died. Can you come and take his body? So the 2 cousins went and got the body of the young one. Then they had a phone call to say Muhammad Yaseen has also died. So when Muhammad Yaseen's father went to the hospital and looked at his son's body, he collapsed and he had to be hospitalized for 24 hours.
It was a very big tragedy for all of the family here. Actually, I woke up, I was watching news, I didn't know that he studied in the same school. And late in the evening I found out that he was also murdered in the same incident. So it was a big tragedy and shock for all of them here. He was really friendly, energetic and lively child. And he was in his young age of 14 and he really enjoyed studying in that place.
My most sincere condolences go out to those who are bereaved, those who've lost their children and are mourning. What can Pakistan do to avoid such massacres in the future? If they don't take resolute action now, I'm afraid this activity will escalate and the revenge attacks will increase. This problem will remain with Pakistan for a long, long time, and I think you need politics also to come into it so that some negotiations could take place between Pakistan, Afghanistan, Afghanistan Taliban, Pakistan Taliban, and also involve the United States, which has a role to play as far as the Taliban arming is concerned.